Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be our weekly reading for July 2nd through the 8th, 2023. At the heart of your reading, we have the Fool and the World. Wow. The beginning and the ending of the Fool's journey. It's the very first and the very last major arcana card in the series, with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You guys are starting something new that is going to be a long-term project for you that has the opportunity for you to really level things up in your life. But all throughout the experience, there's going to be a myriad of opportunities as well to just feel abundant, to have opportunities clearly presented to you that are going to be appealing. This is exciting. Let's see what the challenge is. Interesting. Okay. We have Strength in reverse and the Devil. So far, all 5 cards I've seen have been major arcana, kind of supporting and backing up that long-term energy that we talk about with tarot. Okay. There are going to be challenges along the way because not every opportunity that you take is going to be not every opportunity that's presented to you is necessarily going to be healthy for you. You will see the opportunity clearly. You will feel good in your own countenance, in your own self, in your own body when you are heading through this next chapter of your life. But as with any chapter of life, the potential to get locked into something that holds you back is going to present itself. You will know if and when that happens by this Strength in reverse energy, which is feeling like feeling like you'd rather take the easy path than the one that's going to require a little bit more effort. So when you're presented with 2 options, do this Hanged Man energy, like focus in on it, take a step back and like really look at it, focus on the choice, and analyze, is this something that if I put a little bit more effort in, this side of this path that heads this way is going to be better for me. It's going to hone a skill. It's going to lead to more discipline from me. If there's the other path would be easier, require less discipline, require less effort and change from you, that is something that isn't necessarily showing up as negative because you're on full energy on your way to the world supported by Sun energy. But the pitfall with all of that positivity is missing out on opportunities for growth. So keep that in mind. That's going to be your challenge as you go through this very abundant time. Let's see, what is Taurus focusing on? Balance and knowing when to say no to something. If it's not appealing, say no to it. Make sure that it's fair. Make sure that it's balanced. If there are more than one person involved, make sure that no one's taking advantage. I do want to bring up, though, that this can show up as the energy that we were talking about as the challenge. This can show up as kind of lackadaisical. I'd rather keep things lighthearted and easy breezy and just have fun with things and socialize than take on anything more that's going to test me emotionally and require me to find a greater degree of like stability and responsibility with what I like and my emotional state altogether. There's definitely healing involved here. that you feel like you're going through. So could be we're just talking about like a specific event that you have in mind where you feel like it's only fair to push something away or to ignore something, like leave someone on red, that sort of energy. You could be headed toward taking a new career path, and your boss comes back and gives you an offer for a 5% raise, and you're like, you know what, too little too late, no thanks. That would also fit. And if it is something like that, this challenge energy would mean making the easy choice to stay with a known entity, the devil you do versus the devil you don't, but that'll leave you feeling chained to a desk or held back, like you made a choice that kept you from reaching your potential. So watch out for that. Bet on yourself. Let's see. What led up to this in the recent past for Taurus? Ooh, an ending. Death card. Some sort of transformation, some sort of choice. You weren't very happy about it, or the people that you ended things with weren't very happy about it. It could have meant like canceling plans. Yeah, I definitely get that energy. There was some sort of long-term plan involved that got cut short because of this ending. So there's a little bit of like removing things from the calendar, or things that were gonna be fun, or a trip, you're having to like cancel those things as like a byproduct of choosing not to move forward on that certain path. Your overall energy, the reason why this is happening, kind of what's being supported through spirit for you from your spirit team, Ace of Cups. Love it. This means a new opportunity emotionally. You don't have to take every opportunity that's presented to you. Look at the similarity here, right? In this instance, you're being presented with something new. In this instance, same deal. You're being presented with a cup from a cloud, but the energy is meh. The energy is, no, that's not exciting. This is the exciting opportunity. This is the one that feels right. So definitely make sure to stay true to your heart and your emotions, but watch out for that pitfall or that caveat. If you're not interested in doing it just because it's a little more work, or it would be a little bit more uncomfortable in the short term, or you'd have to learn a new skill set or make some change in your life. If you're just looking to keep things the same, that's probably energy that this reading is encouraging you to move away from. Near future, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So in some regard, you are going to feel like you're going back to a situation that you'd already gotten yourself out of. I'm going to pull a clarifier on that. Why are we going back to the past? Are we wrapping up something old? Sun in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so when you first move forward on this new path, you're going to backtrack. I'm not sure whether this is going to be by your own choice or forces outside your control, but something is going to have you go back. Perhaps you start off on a path toward a Ten of Cups, like, Ten of Pentacles energy. This is showing up in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, which tells me there's some sort of goal or end game that might, like you take the first steps on that path and you're like, ooh, wait, no, that's actually not where I want to go. So before I go too far down this path, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. I don't want to miss out on all those other opportunities. This one that I've chosen is already like the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So I want to backtrack to the starting point, go back to the start, and wait for something that you are going to be actually interested, or review the opportunities again, because rest assured there are going to be multiple opportunities. So it looks like a lot of you that are watching this reading are going to be in the group who make a choice to move forward towards something and then change your mind and decide to backtrack and reevaluate and go towards something else instead. That is short-term energy, so don't be too discouraged if you feel like that's a possibility for you. Like if you're already one step into that path and feeling like, oh yeah, that's resonating, it's probably not the path for me. This is something that's easily remedied. You're only like 1 or 2 steps away from a reset that's going to be beneficial for you. Yeah. Surprise energy is the 10 of Cups. Love it. King of Cups in reverse. This 10 of Cups is going to be made possible by someone who you don't expect is going to use their authority to support you. I think you'll be surprised in the aspect of, gosh, I didn't even think this person really cared about me that much. Because they're showing up, as far as you perceive them, as someone who's either doesn't like you or is ambivalent about you. Like, doesn't really, you don't register on their radar. I do feel like it has to do with whatever situation you're focused on here, this balance that you're looking for, the fairness. Something feels unfair. I don't necessarily get the energy that that is going to be very satisfyingly resolved. You're not going to get like a storybook ending out of that, but you will achieve the feeling of that. Like the feeling of, I know where I'm headed. I'm really happy about the goal that I'm headed towards. I'm certain that I want it. It emotionally feels right. So super interesting to me as well. I'm seeing this parallel between the beginning to the end in the major arcana, and then we have it here as well with the ace to the 10 of cups. It's like this path that's unfolding in front of you is fully formed. And I don't mean that in like a you're going to get locked into something and be stifled sort of way. I mean, it's like, it's already real. Once you do get certain about where you're headed, which is the element that's going to surprise you, you will get certain about where you want to be. That certainty, that emotional certainty, is going to be the thing that leads you there. And the steps along the way are going to start illuminating. Things that you can't see now will soon become clear. And the way that you're going to know that is how you feel your emotions and your feelings. You're going to feel happier, you're going to feel calmer, even with the knowingness that it's going to require effort and change. It's going to feel calm and secure and comforting and beautiful and happy. Your hopes and fears, we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. You want to let go of some pain, likely related to the ending that you've gone through. Something that you've had to let go used to be a very beautiful part of your life, and there's space now where that thing used to be. That space feels sad to you, the emptiness of whatever that thing that left your life has vacated. So you want to heal from that. You want to start focusing on the positives in your life, because intellectually, you know that there are a lot of positive things, but the heart doesn't follow the head. The heart focuses on what you need to do until it's healed. So you want that healing, but also there's a big, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional about this, because there's a big part of you that doesn't want to let go. Because once you let go of the pain, it's really over. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Here's that King of Cups in reverse showing up. The Chariot in reverse paired with the King of Cups is showing me that you will not be moving forward with the person who doesn't feel like, to you, that they care about you, that they're supportive, that they're not really sharing or being open about how they feel. If they're probably like emotionally unavailable or fear of commitment. They're guarding their heart in some way that makes it impossible for you to move forward with them. That's the person that when you find balance through some action on their part or some interaction that you have with them or new insight or awareness that you have about them or your experience with them or their behavior, whatever, that's what's going to surprise you when it gives you this emotional clarity about where you do want to go. And it's not with that person. Chariot in reverse shows me there's a realization and acceptance of something that is not going to move forward, either because you find a new passion to seek after. That's what it looks like. It could also be because you realize while they're wearing the mask of the King of Cups, they're actually just a Page of Wands. They're actually just operating on a more base level, on a more casual, simplistic, what do I want in this moment? And they're not necessarily even thinking long-term about themselves, about other people. So that's a possibility as well. Okay, let's see advice. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Emperor. This is telling me to stand in your power, know your worth, realize that anything that's changing or creating chaos in your material world, whether it be your bank balance fluctuating and creating a chaotic feeling, whether it be needing to move from one home to another, whether it be changing a friendship circle or leaving a relationship. This is something that's going to be very empowering, and it doesn't have to leave you out in the cold. This can just instigate the new path for you, give you that opportunity to move forward on a new path. It's empowering, not disempowering. So the advice from Spirit is, if you really want to idealize how you work with these energies, keep that in mind and trust your own power. You are leveling up here. All right, Taurus, good luck this week, and I'll see you back next week.